going on YouTube? It's your boy Illusions. Here for my first tutorial in Anime Studio. I flip between Anime Studio, Flash, and Toon Boom. Got turned on from to Anime Studio by the Toon Man. And if you don't know who he is, go check out Berry Tales. I'm pretty sure you know who he is, Jay's Life. I mean, he got YouTube pretty much buzzing like crazy. So shout out to him. And I did this tutorial because somebody um, on one of my characters I did, or two of them I should say, I did a body turn, and it wasn't a full body turn. I think it was like a half body turn or 3/4. Can't really remember. But they asked me if I can, do a tutorial on how I did it, how I animated the body turn. I'm not really going to do the whole body. That takes a long time, and I really don't have the patience to do it. Or to record it, I should say. So I'm gonna do a head, but I'm going to do it. Probably break it up into a couple videos because it's pretty long too. So this one I'm going to put the head together, and I might do a little bit of the turn. I'm not sure, but I'm going to put these out back to back, I believe. So I mean, once this comes out, you might see the other one. So check the time, a minute and a half in. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try to tell you what I do as I go. I opened it up, started a new file, so now I'm going to go ahead and import. This is important. A lot of people don't do this, but it's really beneficial if you do it when you're doing a head turn, or when you're doing any turn, any character, especially in Anime Studio, because it really doesn't give you a lot of control like a Flash or a Toon Boom or a Photoshop or whatever. You want to draw your characters out first, and then you want to bring them in. See, that's just a rough sketch because as a tutorial, I really don't care. It's not really lined up. I mean, some people want their stuff to be lined up and symmetrical and whatnot. I really could care less. I just want to see my character on stage. So basically over here, hopefully you know a little bit about Anime Studio, because I'm not going to break down every tool, because that's going to take this even longer. But basically, you put your width whatever you want to. A lot of times it makes it a lot easier to not even use a width. I think on this one I'm not even going to use any lines. I'm going to use just strictly fills. Maybe on the nose I may use the line tool, but other than that I'm going to use straight fills, because it's going to make this a lot easier. And people ask me why I did that too, because that's exactly why. It makes it easier. So I'm going to click on this, call it face. Don't even care if it's not lined up or whatever. It's not my care. And just gonna go ahead and start outlining the face. And the funny thing is, I've been doing this for a little bit, and I really don't put a lot of stuff out because I really critique myself too much. But I'm going I learned something from LRD too, man. He just put one out, and when he put it out, I'm like, man, I was thinking about putting one out. Now I gotta compete with him again, because he got the YouTube burning. So anytime he puts something out, I look at his stuff and I'm like, I gotta step my game up, and I throw away everything I got. But now, actually, what I just did, I shouldn't have did it, but I wanted to show y'all something that I learned from him a couple days ago, which was crazy. But anyways, you just highlight it all, and you control and V, and you paste it where it's at, and you flip it, and then you just come up here and then hit negative, and it should put it on the mirror side of it exactly. But guess it didn't work for me because I don't have this bad boy symmetrical. Forgot about that. So let's go ahead and do it my old school way. Just flip it and bring it over until you get it to where you want to. And what you really want to do when you doing these is, it's good to start off with the front, I think, because if you start off with the side, then you're gonna somehow end up with not the right amount of points when you go to do this turn. And use Control R to preview it, and I mean it looks pretty symmetrical to me. I mean I mean, I'm not too critical of it. A lot of times, people who watch animations really don't pay that much attention. But I remember, if there's one thing I remember, is pay close attention to your details. But this is a tutorial, so I really don't care. Just make your ears. I put my ears behind my head all the time because in the front view, that's just how it is. And since I'm going to be turning it, I'm going to turn him to the right of the screen. So this is the main ear that I gotta uh, animate. Sorry, I'm trying to watch something and do this at the same time. But yeah. So like I said, you don't really gotta do all these. Like if you really wanted to do this and just practice trial and error with it, if I was you, I'd just start off with a simple circle and rotate that bad boy, put a nose in the middle of it or something, rotate it. I put all my origins in the middle. I ain't supposed to, but I do it anyways because if I use it and I flip it over, they all got the same origin. Cause I'm about to reuse this and just change it to, oh man, wrong button. Changing to switch this to rotate all. See, this is what happens when you've been animating all day and then you try to do a tutorial at the end before you get up out of here. Anyways, you just go ahead and flip that layer and then pull it over here to the other side. Now you check it. I'm looking pretty good. All right, so now you just want to do the nose. I do the nose on a separate layer. Some people do it on the same layer. I do my nose. I'm just gonna go ahead and lay out these layers real quick. Do my nose. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes separate for this tutorial. I mean, yeah, for this head turn. So I'm gonna do my eye right. My eye left, and then my eye right. Now you know what? Skip that. I'm gonna go ahead and wait because I'm gonna show y'all a trick. So for the nose, we're gonna keep it simple. Like I said, I told you I was gonna do the feel for the nose because so you can see the nose, so you can see what it looks like. But the feel ain't gonna be black. I'll try to stay away from black a lot. So the feel is gonna be, I mean not the feel, but the line is gonna be a little darker than the skin. And to get it, if you want to copy and paste, because I had a hard time with this when I first was in Anime Studio, to get these colors to match up. If you want to, just go ahead and this is the color. This is the color tag, so it's the ID of it. You just copy and paste it into over here. It is I believe it's universal because I do some Photoshops into here and it does it for me. So yeah, and do the same thing here. But watch this because I did it backwards. I'm trying to rush through this. So yeah. All right. So for the nose, I just do a ball. Don't even got my stroke on. Put your stroke on. Make sure your stroke's on. Make sure your stroke game is proper. But yeah, I just do a circle. And probably add a point here, add a point here, add a point here, add a point here, and then just I'm hitting shortcuts. My bad, y'all. Just go over here to your width tool, and it's W on your keyboard. Just pull it all the way down. Excuse me. You check it, see what it look like. That don't look too bad. I mean, like I said, I ain't going for perfection. For your little nostrils, I do the same thing, except I believe I do put a feel that's the exact same as this, right? Yeah, I think I do. Even though it should be black, but man, let's make it black. Forget it. I don't care. And we're gonna take the stroke off of here, and put that bad boy right there. All right, now you see it's sitting on top of the nose. If you render it sitting on top of the nostril, the ball of the nose, you just hit that Q, which is the object or shape tool. Yeah, shape. Okay, you hit that, click it, and then you hit shift and the down arrow, and it pulls it all the way back to the back. Like I said, I do one side of everything, and then I just flip it over because I'm lazy. No, I literally do this like on everything because I'm lazy. But yeah, so you just hit that good old circle. I do everything with not everything, but I do most of my stuff with shapes too. By the way, makes it a lot easier to just have the shape set out there, and then you manipulate these points with the shape. I mean, with the you manipulate the shape with the points. All right, so hit that Q again, shift down arrow, and you got that bad boy in the back again. Now you hit the G, which is your grab tool, and you hold shift and you grab both of them. Hit Control V, flip them bad boys, and you pull them over. Now you like, well, they ain't in the back. Well, instead of grabbing both of those and putting them back, you just grab this ball after you hit Q, hit shift, and then you hit the arrow up, and it brings it all the way up to the top. Bam, there you go. You check it, see what it looks like. Perfection. All right, so now I'm going to do this bridge. This is where sometimes I used to actually do a whole shape to do it, but like I said, I'm being lazy. Now you know what? I'm going to do a shape because for this turn you're gonna need a shape. So hit this square and just pull it down, and then you pull it to the back. Q, shift down, add your points to manipulate it, and you do it on both sides. I will. I always try to keep stuff like this symmetrical because when I do this turn, you're gonna want to have even dots on each side. You hit the so some people, at least I did, when I first started it, I was hiding these sides. But if you're doing a straight on face and you're not gonna turn it, hiding these sides is perfect. You can do it, no problem. But if you're gonna turn it, do not hit the hide button. I mean the H, which is this. Do not hit this and then hide it like that. Because then when you go do that turn, it's not gonna act right. So instead, just hit the width and then just pull all the widths down that you want to until you get the nose how you want it to look. I think that's cool right there. Um, so yeah, and I keep my origin right on the bowl wherever I want it to spin. So if I was to size it or turn it without the bone layer, it'd be in the middle. Some people don't like that. I do. So next we're gonna do this eye. I'm gonna rig this right eye, and I'm gonna show you. And we're gonna flip it over to the left. So, like I said, I don't do my strokes except for that nose, sometimes the ear, but mostly that nose. And get this circle tool or whatever tool you feel comfortable. You can do all these shapes with the circle tool, with the square, whatever you feel comfortable with. I just always use whatever is the closest to the actual shape that I'm about to draw. Like I said, man, this stuff is real. It's simple, as far as anime. So that's why I like it. It's real simple to use, but the control of it, I think that if you don't have your stuff already drawn out or a good idea of what you have or what you're trying to do, I should say, then you're gonna have a lot of trouble. All right, that's a nice looking eye. I mean, it ain't too bad. Okay, you put your center in the middle, your origin in the middle, and then you go to group and you call this all right. All right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go inside of here. We're gonna mask it. And so you go when you click this twice, the layer settings gonna pop up. You got all these settings. Let's go ahead and go to mask. And you hit hide all, and you hit apply. Then you bring in this. You can actually do this backwards if you want to. It really don't matter. Um, but then you click on it again. Click on your right eye to what you just drew. You go to masking, and then you put add to the mask. But then you got to put extrude strokes. So you hit that and you hit apply, pop up. Now after that, you stay inside of that group and you make your pupil. All right, so we're gonna do a simple black pupil. Usually I make it look all fancy and pretty, but I ain't got time for that. So we're gonna do a simply black pupil. Go ahead and put those little highlights in there somewhere. Wow. See what that look like. Perfection. He look kind of weird, but all right. And if you notice, put your origin over here. But if you notice, now when you move this eye, it only shows in the actual eye. If that makes sense. That ain't make no damn sense. All right. So instead of doing this all over again, like I said, because I was gonna have to do it all over again, just hit that good old duplicate. Boy, I tell you what, that duplicate button saves lives. Then you hit that. You hit M. M is your layer translate. So then you translator, I should say. Then you just move it over, see what it look like. Ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. Then you do the same thing for the brow. You just basically you do one side. That's like the easiest. Like when you doing a face or you doing a body, I'm trying to tell you, if you just do that bad boy one side, you can't lose, man. Unless you're doing it like, you know, one of them crazy looking characters um, that got all them um, different shapes and whatnot. But if you just starting off, man, keep it as simple as you can, man, because this stuff will make you go crazy. Trust me, man. I done been crazy so many times. My girl, she be telling me to calm down. I done broke like so many computers messing around with this animation stuff, man. It ain't no joke. So if you ain't got no patience, I feel sorry for you. And I be reading. I be on Toon Man. He be, you know, I watch that little Berry Tales stuff that he put out. Man, listen, I be looking at them comments. They be trying to go in on it, but they don't understand. It take time to do this. I mean, it take time. I'm just rushing through it. Like if you look at this, man, I ain't got no detail in it. I ain't got nothing. I'm just, you know, just trying to do it real quick for y'all, so y'all can understand what's going on. But anyways, off of that, uh, all I did was do the eyebrow and duplicate it and pull it over. Look at it. You gonna see me hitting that preview often because I like to see my stuff. I ain't gonna do no switch layers or nothing like that for this good old mouth. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a basic mouth for y'all real quick so y'all can just get the gist of how to change y'all stuff. See, I'm already almost 18 minutes in this bad boy. It's probably gonna be a little bit longer on y'all YouTube, but I'm already about 18 minutes in this bad boy, and I ain't even got to the dang on mouth. And this is just a simple character. So I mean, you can only imagine if I was to really put some detail and take time for this stuff, man. It'll take you some time. So when these animators tell y'all that it take time for them to do that, man, give them some little slack, man. It takes some nice time, y'all YouTubers be harsh, yo. Y'all make me not want to put nothing out, cause I go ham on y'all, man. Anyways, so you get the top lip done. I really don't care about the look. Let's just get this color right real quick. See what that look like. What is you doing, Joe? Alright. That's alright, looking like Obama. It's like he smoked a couple. But it's alright. We gonna stick with that. Then we gonna do this bottom lip. Bottom lips is usually lighter than your top lip. Unless you smoke a lot of that marijuana. And you burn your damn lip. Both of them bad boys, and they both black as hell. But yeah. So basically, same thing as I'll do with the rest of the stuff. You know what I mean? You just do one side and you flip it, and then hit that good old shift down button. You bring it to the back. Man, he look like he smoked a whole lot. I mean, his lips ashy as all get out. Let me see if I can fix this, man. I mean, I don't care about it. Dang, that look horrible. All right, let me see if I can fix this top lip. Get that nigga some color in his lip or something. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now the last part I need for this is just the hair. You put the hair on a separate layer. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this. The way you turn your trace off is you just hit hold Control U. You turn that off. Now I'm gonna put this hair. I was gonna give him some fancy hair, but it's taking too long, so I ain't gonna give him no fancy hair. I'm about to give him some bull crap hair. Like I said, usually I use the shape tool to do a lot of my animations or a lot of my parts of the body, but for this hair, it's difficult. I'm not gonna do it. But I do use more points than I have to. I do that because when you do this turn, man, it makes it a lot easier. The more, I ain't gonna say the more points you have, because don't go crazy with it, but the more points you have, the better, if that makes any sense. Because if you go and do this turn and you ain't got enough points to make it look right on the opposite side, then it's gonna be bad. I mean, you gonna frustrate you to death. And a lot of times, man, when you turn this stuff, when you turn it and you get into the bone and all that stuff, it's hard to go back and switch everything. That's when a lot of time goes into where you got to really pay attention to what you're doing. But I've been turning these heads for so long that it's like second nature. And watch, soon as I said that, I'm gonna mess up everything. Watch, it's just how life happen, ain't it? As soon as you say you good at something, you tell folks, yeah, I'm good at that, boy. Then you drop everything. It don't look too bad, right? I might use it. All right, that's gonna do it for this part, man. Y'all stay tuned for the next one where we finish out the head turn. And remember, a dream is just a dream until you put it into work to make it reality.